And obviously to me and you, Paddington Station is busy and it's, to Christopher it's like a nightmare. No smoking sign to him is just like this huge thing flying out the side of the wall. We have a saying called no acting required. In certain scenes in the play, you just don't have to act, you just have to react to what's in front of you. And
oh wow, so it's like a natural response really, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's the sequence in the tube station. I'll wait until you see that tonight.
Okay.
That is like astounding. It's
Keeping everybody watching on 10 times now.
Sorry guys. I don't want to get fired. That's something.
What happens to you and the rest of the cast when you finish the production? Do you go off and celebrate? Do you go to the bar? Do you go partying?
Well, we have a gin club on Thursdays where we go to the Jo Castleton, who plays Siobhan. She runs a gin club in her dressing room. We go and have a gin. We have gin of the week.
That's my favourite tipple actually.
Crisps of the week. We sort of we just sort of cool down for a bit, and then some nights we go out for a beer.
All very dignified.
Very dignified.
Do you dream of the show when you go to bed at night? Do you, especially the first start of the run? You must have been so nervous about.
Oh yeah. Tech Week was like
quite hellish
because it's just every day is something new, and you need to remember details, and you need to get the details right. And I'm surrounded by like professionals who have been doing it all their lives, and I'm this new, fresh part of it. So I didn't want to let the level of professionalism drop. So I was sort of quite hard on myself. So yeah, I lost quite a lot of sleep.
What goes through your head before the show?
Before the show goes on.
Are you thinking the same things every night about your lines, or are you thinking of other things, worries?
Not really. I think about my first line, because that's sort of the springboard that the rest of the play goes off for me. So I think about my first line, why I'm there, what I'm doing, and what's just happened, and that's it. And then I sort of let the rest come as it comes.
Are you worrying about the audience and what they're seeing and what they're
Sometimes,
thinking?
yeah. When I have people in, that kind of gets me nervous, because it feels, I kind of think of the audience as just one big thing. But when I know that, like, my friend who I know is in, I think about what his response is to everything. So it feels almost like I'm just doing it to one person, which gets quite, which I know I shouldn't be thinking about. I should be, one with the character. But you can't help it. It's just not, it's natural. Your mind starts wandering. But I get nervous some nights, but most of the time I'm quite sort of controlled and on it, and I hope. I say that now tonight, it might all slip.
And who are you inspired by as an actor? Who were you inspired by growing up and when you first started acting?
When I first started acting, I loved Jack Nicholson. I just wanted to be Jack Nicholson. I thought he was the best. And
he's always different, isn't he?
Always
different films, different roles.
Yeah, he always has the same Cheshire Cat grin, but I think he's brilliant, and he does a lot of work that I thought was just fantastic, and his films in the 70s and going on The Shining and stuff like that. I just loved him. I loved how charismatic he was.
That must be quite a tricky thing to get right as well, to have that kind of mischievous side and the devilish side, but still be really charming.
No, yeah, he's extremely charming, as I'm sure all of his conquests could speak to. but yeah, and playing Christopher is quite a difficult challenge, because at drama school you're always taught to connect with the other actor. It's all about the other actor, look in their eyes. But Christopher doesn't like looking at anyone. He doesn't really like speaking to anyone. So it's like all the lessons that I learned at drama school was sort of flipped on their head, which is cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else is a big inspiration. Jack Nicholson, obviously Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, all the greats and stuff. And then a lot of I like Shane Meadows films.
He's brilliant.
Joseph Gielgud is amazing. Stephen Graham is fantastic. Vicky McClure. I just look. The cast of that has been like my family since I first watched the first
such
film.
an incredible series.
It's
It's England, really powerful stuff.
Really
as well.
powerful, and really simple and sort of stripped down, amazing work, and
real as well. It feels genuine.
Feels real,
watching that show. Is that the sort of thing that you'd like to get into, TV-wise?
I would. I've always sort of said to myself I wouldn't be the kind of guy that would say, I want to be this kind of actor. Like, I would take anything, as long as it's well written and there's something that I want, there's a story that I want to tell, that I'd go for it. Radio, film, TV, stage.
Is it quite a difficult show to describe without plot spoiling? Because it's quite a sensitive subject. Because the character you play is Christopher Boone?
Christopher Boone, yeah. it's never actually distinctly referenced or kind of, you know, put in stone during the play, which I think is a good. I think that's obviously intentional because the book that the play is based on, it never mentions it in that either.